Hey, Brooke, how are you feeling about them or Wrangler taking over for Noah?
Wait, what?
The Wrangler? He announced that he would be taking over for Noah at the end of the last show.
I thought that was just a bit.
I don't know. But it has to be, right? I can't believe that our producers would let someone like the Wrangler host the show.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, the Wrangler's just too unhinged to be the host. You'll see, Lucius. Noah's gonna walk out any second now.
Yeah, okay. No fears.
I need to get like a bed back there. I can't just sleeping on the floor. Oh, good day. Have either of you seen my dart gun? I think it'd be a sweet prop for my action scenes.
No, Wrangler, this is a comedy show. You don't need your dart gun and... Oh, what's that? Oh, no. 5, 4, 3,
going
2,
live?
1.
Is this a comedy show? You could have fooled me. Well, I still think I could have used my dart gun, but not to worry. The Wrangler has some tricks up his sleeves. Some top-tier stories for the audience as well. Like just the other day, I was shopping at Trader Joe's for some bear mace, and they were out. So I essentially took this giant lead big thing called Yoldaboth, and I kept smashing its head in, and it was crazy. So of course there was bagged salad all over the floor. So then this she was like a bird person, and she jumped up in the air. And so he was all upset and in my face. So, that's really why I'm never allowed back at Trader Joe's ever again.
You can't say that. You just violated every rule in the handbook. I genuinely don't know what to do. This can't be happening.
Lucky for you, I'm an expert at both catching bears and improv. Let's cut to a break.
Good evening, I'm Brooke Potter, and I'm reporting to you live from the newsroom. Every week, we gather multiple student reports on what is happening around campus and report it back to the students so that everyone is constantly in the know. It's like TU Snaps, but much, much safer to view. On this week's edition of A Look in Leroy, we explore the untold dangers of campus life. One of these dangers, as recently reported, is dying due to a tarantula bite. Yes, you heard me, tarantulas. A student by the name of Brooke Porter allegedly reported that a tarantula was recently seen on the stairwell in City Vista. We go to talk with her now. So, Brooke, tell us where you saw this tarantula. Well, I was coming back from the bookstore late last Thursday after studying for a test. And I had to walk back to City Vista because I didn't want to be the loser who literally drove their car over to the library when it's actually faster to walk. I mean, embarrassing. But anyways, I was trying to get back to my room. I saw something strange on the stairs. I was like, is it another wasp nest? Because we've definitely seen a few of those on the stairwell. So fun. But when I got closer, I saw it was kind of dark brown and had legs, and it started to move slowly towards me as if it wanted to eat me and absorb my strength. Sounds like it was a traumatic experience. Do you have any idea why you saw this tarantula, or what the apartment management plans to do about this? Honestly, I have no idea why a tarantula would be all the way out here in the city. but I suspect that it's all conspiracy by the management of the building. They want to distract us with the news of a rabid tarantula on the loose to distract us from the fact that we literally haven't had a pool all year. And that's one of the biggest amenities that they promote when you get into this place. And this place is expensive. So, I don't know, I think it's management, but well, it certainly does sound like there might be a conspiracy brewing here. In order to find out the truth, I think it's time that we hunt down, seek out the building management in order to clear this misunderstanding. Hello, sir. Are you the manager of this building?
What building?
This building that we're staying in right now?
This building? Can I ask why you have a camera?
Oh, well, we're just trying to go around and find the manager to ask about a recent tarantula sighting within the building.
Well, if you are asking about the tarantula, you are asking the wrong person. Because I know nothing about what a brown, hairy, venomous spider would look like. In fact, I do not even know what a spider is. So how would I know what it looks like?
Really? Because your description just so happens to exactly match what our key witness said that the tarantula looked like.
You don't say. Well, that is quite a coincidence, but, maybe I just psychically read your mind. That happens, sometimes. But if you promise to never talk to me about this again, I will give you the number of a biologist friend of mine. Then you can talk to him all about this matter. He is very good. Don't worry.
So, Dr. Portier, can you tell us the biological reason why tarantulas might be found in City Vista?
Well, first of all, let me say I'm absolutely delighted that someone is interested in talking to me about my craft in biology. To tell you a little bit about myself, some of my most research topics include: can a sloth open a can of beans? What causes a fox to sing, and what does it say when it sings? Why do flying snakes need to exist in order for an ecosystem to work? And they do exist, please go look it up. And are alligators and crocodiles really different? Because to be honest with you, to me they look the same. And can strangers guess which of my 5 cats will attack humans when they are periodically fed blood over a period of time? Who knows? And what happens when you introduce piranhas into, just a public area of feeding, such as a water fountain at a university?
Dr. Portier, thank you so much for your description of all of the wonderful research that you conduct. But can you tell us a little bit more about why tarantulas are appearing in the San Antonio area?
Well, yes, of course. Tarantulas often thrive in places with higher heat indexes, such as in the far south and in dark corners of grocery stores. So obviously they are indigenous in the southern climates of Texas. As far as why they are in the city, well, it might be because they ran away from home and wanted to experience city life. This could also explain why it appeared in a building that houses residents, as it also wanted to be one of those residents. I'm just kidding. I'm not crazy, Sometimes wild animals are just able to make it into areas denser with city life.
Is there anything we can do to get rid of these tarantulas on campus?
My first piece of advice in order to get rid of these tarantulas is simply to move the campus of the university to a climate that is colder. Just pick up all the buildings, put it on a bus, and ship it away. But I know that this is often really not pretty, it is not common to do this sort of thing. So instead, the next plausible decision that you should all make is to think about destroying the sun, because the sun is what makes it hot. So if you have no sun, you do not need to worry about the warm climate and therefore no tarantulas. So, what we all learned from this experience is in order to survive the poisonous animals of tarantulas, we need to destroy the sun immediately.
Well, there you have it, live from Dr. Portier himself. We must all destroy the sun if we have any hope of surviving horrible, horrible, poisonous tarantulas. Thank you and good night.
Oh no, it didn't work.
This might be the best invention in the world. Granulated sugar. Oh, hey, welcome back to the Not So Late Show. Well, yeah, that was my bad. I think I cued the people in a little bit too early. Force a habit. Well, moving on, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you all our favorite guest, Joey Mattingly. Is he not here? Do we have another one? Let me introduce our esteemed guest, Lucius.
I can't work with him. He is
Hey,
unprofessional.
where's my guest?
He is. I can't work with him. He is unprofessional. He is undisciplined. He is a slap in the face to actors such as myself. I would go never so low as to share a stage with that Wrangler character. I will be in my trailer until my demands are met.
Well, all right. It looks like old Lucius is having a bit of an issue and is taking a little rest backstage. So instead of interviewing anyone, I'm going to tell you a little tale about myself. You see, I was found abandoned in the outback, supposedly by a pack of rare imported deep-water gorillas, and I'm pretty sure they ate my parents and took me to be eaten as well. But luckily, my rattle sounded just like a viper, and them gorillas hightailed it right off of a cliff. About 4 months later, I was found by a blind alligator wrestler who was wandering through the outback performing, gator suplexes, for lack of a better word. His name was Hughes Gibson. He was the best. You know, he would just... It was crazy. Those alligators' heads would just get atomized by the pure... the suplex. So, you know,
They want you to go onto the screen.
by the age of 3, he had taught me how to be a wrangler,
Am I like
not
begging?
catch myself
Like,
a 90-pound gator.
Look, a deal's a...
I can do it with my hands tied behind my back.
Am I going?
Yeah.
Please, I will give you anything, Albert. Please, just bring Noah back.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. Look, a deal's a deal. He signed on for the season. There's nothing we can do about it.
Look, I will give you money. I will quintuple the show's budget. Okay, just please.
There's nothing I can do.
And as every Aussie knows, this was a fatal mistake for even experienced wranglers. But essentially, that's how I lost my father figure, and I lost eventually everyone that I ever loved, including my soulmate Jimmy and my arch enemy, the Emu King, which I eventually was able to slay. Well, that's enough about me for right now. We'll catch you blokes after the break. Do we have any more sugar?
Well, here we are. It's Buc-ee's, guys. The time is 9:49. The rest of the Not So Late Show crew was supposed to meet up at 9 o'clock in San Antonio and head this way. That was 50 minutes ago, and apparently they just left. So I was coming in from Austin, so I have at least 30 minutes to kill some time. Let's see what one person can do at Buc-ee's. I guess it's time to get some gas. So far, gasoline at Buc-ee's, pretty good. The time is 10:11. So, while I wait for the rest of the Not So Late Show team, I'm going to do some reading on the Buc-ee's website. Reading off of the Buc-ee's About Us section on their website, buck-ease.com. Ever since our inception in 1982, we've been providing a clean, friendly, and in-stock experience for our customers. Regardless of where you may find us, if the store is big or small, near or far, the mission remains the same. They are the world's largest convenience store The New Braunfels store, the one that we are visiting in today, is the largest convenience store in the world at 66,335 square feet.
Some of the products here at Buc-ee's include grill pits.
We are heading into the Buc-ee's now.
This mad lad just got a cart.
I need it.
I've never seen anyone use a cart in Buc-ee's before, ever.
Because you've never met me and you don't know how much beef jerky I need.
He's gonna get that beef.
Here we go. There's another guy on crutches here, so
I got a friend.
seen.
What'd you find?
Holy Emma Parent.
Wait, you gotta.
Oh, they got a guy who looks just
You're
like
gonna make Elena bleep more? Elena.
Elena.
In front of the banana chips, couldn't be me. More jerky, huh, Noah?
Can't get enough. I love jerky.
Go back.
Emma, are you making an artisanal sandwich?
I just wanted the chicken sandwich.
I just want a chicken sandwich.
A Texas BLT. I'm gonna narrate.
They got rid of their tater tots. Beaver tots?
I didn't know they had those.
They did before and it was really good, but now they don't.
Ketchup, gravy, or both?
Wait a
Sorry.
second, go back.
Those are the options.
The three genders? Ketchup, gravy, or both? Oh wait, the fourth one.
No.
I'm really upset about this sandwich. I'm having a crisis.
You're upset about that sandwich?
Oh no, Emma's mid-crisis yet again.
I'm always mid-crisis.
Emma's always mid-crisis.
And next up on the Buc-ee's food train, we got motor
Penn's
oil.
oil.
Nice.
More like,
What oil do y'all take?
I like some Pennzoil with a nice Chardonnay.
Smaller one. This is too much pecan praline, but I want some.
I was specifically waiting for you to say that word.
Pecan?
No.
Praline?
Praline.
No.
It is
No.
praline.
It's praline?
It is
It's
praline.
not.
No,
No,
it's actually
take it.
pronounced praline.
No, it's not,
No,
though.
look at it. Why would you say praline?
'Cause
The
it's
silent E,
French.
we learned this in English in the first grade. The silent E makes the vowel say its name.
Oh, and in is the name of the eye? It's not
Okay,
praline.
if you're gonna say it in French, it's praline.
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 Yeah,
Different.
praline.
But in English, it's praline.
I know they're
called praline somewhere else.
But what is it? What is it actually?
It's a praline.
Praline.
What is it?
Phoebe, back me up.
Praline.
Look, I've always pronounced it praline, but I will let. It's much major.
It's praline. Thank you.
Next up on Fast and Furious 12, drifting in a Buc-ee's.
Where are we
I could
going?
douse my jerky in motor
All right,
oil.
who wants to make fun of the motor oil? Come on, we can do
All right,
it.
let's go do it.
Let's go do
We're making
it.
fun of motor oil.
Oh my, no, 6 feet. That's a monster. It's a monster. 60 bucks easy money.
Sally needs a Christmas friend.
I think that might be a more menacing monster than Sally. The last pulled pork sandwich. How do you feel right now?
I feel like I've returned from battle victorious.
Yes.
They have small packages of pecan brittle, but not. I mean, peanut brittle, but not pecan.
Are you sure it's not pecan?
Actually, it's pecan.
It's actually pecan.
It's a pecan.
You can't do that here.
Oh, hey, they got my
quick. We've gotten away. Time for the boys section. The boys section. The boys section. No girls allowed. No girls allowed.
Yeah.
Bro, it's got an entire extra section. What?
A hunting thing.
A hunting thing?
Hunting stuff? That literally just says hunting stuff.
We're pulling a good hunting haul ourselves. They told me that birds were real, and then look at this. This is proof. This is proof, Emma.
It's true.
They're drones.
So there was this one time, where I fought this giant boa constrictor that had scalpels for teeth and could melt trees with his eyes. What was his name? He was dodgy. It was, Zachary? Xander? It was something with his Z. So anyway, I'm wrangling him, but he just wouldn't stay down. And so I did the only rational thing I could have done at the moment, which was, is what's going on here?
Noah, I know we may have had our differences, but I never wanted you gone. I mean, I know I've only been with the show for like 2 weeks, but you would always be doing these weird bits, and you would make a joke, and I would make a joke. You would speak in a normal voice and not talk about that one time you rode a giant spider into a bushfire. Why? You were just so normal. Why did you have to go?
Okay, well, I'm going to ignore the fact that you just interrupted one of my Wrangler stories, and I'm going to attempt to comfort you right now, because you seem like you're in a really bad way. First, I'm going to eat this sugar packet that's empty right in front of you.
Have fun.
One of the buttons just popped on my jacket when I sat down.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Yeah, probably. Lucius, there's no need to be upset. All right, I know, Noah's gone, apparently dead. I wasn't even informed of that. It says RIP right there. He's. Can we get confirmation? Is he actually dead? Okay, he's not coming back. Well, death means very little on the Not So Late Show. But, once upon a time, I lost somebody very dear to me, too. It was during the Battle of Sydney, during the Emu War. My best bloke, Jimmy. What?
A veteran.
Yes, I am.
Please, go on.
He and I were like two zebras in a can of soup. We were through thick and thin, living off the land, hugging and kissing, living life the way two handsome young men should. But eventually, I lost Jimmy in a horrible antimatter explosion that just sort of ripped him apart. And but that's how I eventually found television. I was walking away from his eldritch mountaintop tomb shrine, and I ran right into this hotshot producer, and I picked him up, I grabbed him by the collar, I said, "Hey, watch where you're going. If I was a blood-nosed cattywomp, I'd have taken your ears off your head before you could even say crikey." And well, he looked up at me and he said I was the most interesting person he'd ever met. And the next thing I know, I'm here in America performing at some top-rated university's bottom-rated television station. Lucius, things change, and we got to accept the good in life. I bet whatever Noah's doing, whatever afterlife he's subscribed to, he's probably doing just fine. But in the meantime, I'm going to take this. It's not a bad picture. He's a handsome bloke. You want to help me finish the show?
You know what, Wrangler? I think we can get along after all. Let's go end this show.
How bloody good. I got to fix all the buttons that popped on my jacket.
Yeah.
This is specifically a Wrangler jacket.
Oh, yeah, for wrangling. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the last thing for today?
We're out of time. Well, folks, it was a good talking to you, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all next week. Good night, and don't forget to take your antiamnestics. Good night, everybody.